Hey everyone, Crystal Grace here and welcome to this pick a card reading, which is all about your secrets. So take a moment to connect with either piles 1, the mutant, piles 2, the telepath, or piles 3, the clones. Quick disclaimer, while you are connecting with one of those piles, if this reading begins to put you on a downward spiral, please opt off the reading and trust that is not my intention. So with that said, let's get into it. Let's find out what are your secrets. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. Those of you who chose card number 27, the mutant, it says, I will take care of myself. These remind me, like, she has a lot of eyes, right? All over her body. So I kind of feel like for you guys, you have a very heightened sense of intuition. And I also feel it's more like what am I hearing? Like energy, like I feel like you feel emotions. You feel it's like you see emotions that maybe people can't actually see within themselves. Excuse me. Strange. You see things that other people can't see. All right, let's find out all about your secret. So first up, we want to see what your secret desire is here with the 5 of Cups. Your secret hate. Your secret challenge. Something that you secretly need. A secret test. And something that secretly motivates you. Star. So 5 of Cups as a secret desire. So thinking about this topic, guys, I'm going to just sort of acknowledge possibly a trigger warning here. And just think, like, I do these readings to shed light on what your intuition is already trying to tell you. So over the last few days, like if you're just crossing paths with this channel, welcome. But for my original like audience, I sort of was reviewing how I was doing the layouts or connecting with the topics and stuff like that. And obviously I do my best to try and like assist you to leveling up as opposed to leveling down here. And that is why you won't see misconstrued messages with cards, especially when it comes to love readings. Anyway, I digress. So what I'm picking up when I think about the 5 of Cups and this card becoming out in accordance with what is your secret desire. For some of you, you have a secret desire for maybe a certain somebody that has been disappointing you from the get-go is what I'm hearing. And this might like come as a shock to some of you, and you may actually like refute what I'm saying. But some of you, you may have a very like strong negative attachment to somebody. So your secret desire is missing somebody who did nothing but bring you a 5 of Cups experience. And you may think that you've moved on from this person. You may think that you've healed from this person. But I am here to tell some of you, you are still secretly desiring this person. So some more cord cutting needs to be done here if that is truly what you are wanting. For others of you, you could be in like a half glass filled kind of energy, in a lack mindset as well. And that could be why you are secretly desiring this 5 of Cups, right? Some of you, you could be secretly desiring I don't know, a sense of loneliness. So, how I would sort of connect with that then, you could be secretly desiring to isolate yourself, to pull your energy back from people. Maybe you're over giving to people and you're secretly desiring to not have to be doing that. And that Five of Cups energy is obviously how these people are going to feel if you pull your energy back. So that could be the reason why you don't pull your energy back. But I assure you, if you're giving more than you're receiving, or if you're giving more than what you really should be, you will end up in this Five of Cups energy because you'll be the one that loses out. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, regarding what your secret hate would be, I would have to be slow moving energy, right? I feel like for a lot of you, you're very fast paced. You like things out in the open pretty quickly or early on in connections, whether that be friendships or serious relationships. But the Knight of Pentacles, in regards to what you could be secretly hating at this time, is slow and steady moving connection, whether or not you are in one, or like that's just something that you secretly hate. For others of you, the Knight of Pentacles could be indicating that you secretly hate the idea of a serious relationship. You could hate the fact that you don't want to date people that have the intent for that connection to move to a stable and secure relationship. That might sound like very backhanded comment, but I do have a lot of audience that aren't looking for love, so I'd feel like it's more tailored to them, because we're asking what you secretly hate here. Some of you could secretly hate the fact that you're the dependable, loyal, and stable person, yet the universe keeps presenting you people who hesitate, sleep on you, don't show up for you in the correct manner as well. So you're secretly hating maybe on the universe here, maybe your spirit team, maybe some of you are feeling like you're always getting the short end of the straw. So I feel like there could be some secret hating on maybe the spiritual atmosphere around you at this time. That's all right. I've been there. I used to like curse the universe and be like, why the fuck are you doing this to me? But you eventually grow and you snap out of that energy, right? So Two of Pentacles as a secret challenge. Now, this might not be something that you're aware of. It could be subconsciously a secret, I'm hearing, but I feel like a secret challenge for you at the moment is you could be out of balance based off that Five of Cups initial energy, right? Like if you're wanting to put yourself in a state of isolation and loneliness, that would indicate to me there is some form of out of balance, and that would be deemed a challenge. So maybe you're aware that this is something that you're secretly challenging at the moment, that you feel very overwhelmed, you feel unable to do it all. Like some of you could be in maybe a Five of Pentacles energy here, so some mild depression and you are really struggling to prioritize your everyday tasks. You could be neglecting priorities. You could be somewhat dropping the ball, and that is the challenge at the moment, which could be your mindset is what I'm hearing. So your secret challenge here could be the fact that your mind is not aligned with your emotions. So some emotional healing. What I'm hearing is you need to, I think, if we revisit that Five of Cups energy, if you're missing someone, like you're secretly desiring somebody that you shouldn't be desiring because they're toxic fucks, I would say this is why you would be sitting in a state of imbalance, why you could be very hyper fixated on this person and feeling overwhelmed, which you need to release that. Your secret need here, I think, really aligns with what is the main message here, I would say, or the scenario. Like the secret need here is for you to find inner strength to face the challenge that you are currently facing. I think you need to allow things to unfold naturally is a secret need that you need to do that you're probably not aware. There needs to be a release here. I feel like you're hyperfixated on something where you need to just go with the flow and take a more like carefree, like maybe even full sort of energy, like be more spontaneous in your day-to-day activities. But I am hearing release this person. If you don't need to release a person, it could be just the fact releasing the hurt that that person did to you as well. What is your secret test? We have Two of Wands. I was tripping out then. I was like, huh? Is that number 4 or number 5? Secret test. Two of Wands can be a card about waiting, right? So maybe what your secret test is about learning how to wait, right? The universe may be sending you situations or not sending you a certain person because the test is you learning how to wait patiently. You understanding and trusting that delays and hesitations that occur are to protect you and not to hinder you. So I think for the most of you, if this is all really tying in with, your intuition, your secret test would be like the universe, your spirit team are going to continue sending you experiences or situations that are going to have you demonstrating that you are happily capable of waiting, and sort of kind of even coming back to that strength card, that you are allowing things to unfold naturally, that you are willing to go with the flow and not get hyper fixated on outcomes, on the situation, whether or not this person likes you, whether or not this person's going to be your husband or your wife. And it's something really hard to like master, to release. Like it's not something we can just turn off. So one thing I found on my journey, and like honestly didn't really get to it until later on in life, is like, although I wasn't abandoned by my parents per se, like they're still married today, they were always at work. So there is this sense of abandonment there because they were never there, if that makes sense. So I feel like for some of you, you may have something similar there, like you have abandonment struggles or challenges or issues, okay? But you may not see it as abandonment because it's not your typical your experience is not your typical, like, textbook example of abandonment, is what I want some of you to explore and unpack. Would be very beneficial for you at this time. But yeah, Two of Wands, your secret test here has definitely something to do with about you waiting, exploring your options before rushing in and giving an answer as well. And then to close out your reading with what is your secret motivation, funnily enough, the message that came through here with the star was like, your secret motivation is maybe to be put in a public space, like to put yourself out there, like to be seen. Like you need to be seen, Pile One. And I feel like you have a lot of life experiences where other people can learn from you. And I feel like that's going to motivate you to sort of come back to those initial secrets that come out and resolve those challenges, resolve any inner work that you need to do. I think with the star talks about healing as well. So the more you heal, the more you're going to be motivated. Like you secretly get motivated through healing, but you may not be aware of that yet. If that doesn't resonate, then it could be the fact that your secret motivation in correlation to the star is that maybe this might sound really like abstract way of thinking that if you're always hoping for more and wishing for more and wanting, like clinging on to things, that could be like a sense of unhealthy motivation for some of you. And I think that is what needs to be healed. For others of you, it's sort of the other way around. I think what will help, what you secretly are motivated towards at this time, is maybe having more self-care, maybe like being more hyperfixated on yourself and what you want to do, how you want to be treated. I think the best piece of advice I think I've seen across the internet is, if a person is not showing up for you the way you're showing up for them, then you need to accept that that is not the standard that they're going to, like, they're not going to meet your standard, right? People will only do what people want to do. And if they're not going to want to reciprocate their treatment that they're receiving from you, then move on. Like, it's better to move on, because you're only going to be left in this 5 of Cups energy. And for some of you, maybe like it's sort of like, I don't know how to explain it without sounding offensive. I just feel like you could be your own worst enemy when it comes to not believing what people are showing you. It's sort of like they're showing you that they're only giving you the bare minimum, but yet you're still not releasing them and moving on to somebody else because you're hyperfixated on some kind of fabricated outcome that is never going to happen, because these people are like pieces of shit, is what I feel is the main message. So I'm going to leave it there. And I first want to just say, like, please, like, process what I've just said, like, lightly. It's obviously a very harsh, like, message to come through, and I never know how these messages are ever going to unfold. But love and nurture yourself should be your priority at this time, pile 1, and that is where I'll leave it. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Those of you who chose the telepath. Card 24, we have, I am compassionate and will show others understanding and respect. All right, so that 9 of Cups is going to represent what you are secretly desiring. That Empress is going to represent what you are secretly hating. This is your secret challenge. The Knight of Wands is your secret need. Something you secretly need. This is your secret test. Ooh, 8 of Cups. Rough. And what secretly motivates? Pile number 2. You have very fresh energy. Oh, what motivates you? Sexual chemistry. Loving it. Very different light vibe from pile 1. So that was good, because I wasn't sure if this was a good choice of tarot reading. Alrighty, 9 of Cups. What are you secretly desiring? Well, I would say for a lot of you, you are secretly desiring a very emotionally fulfilling relationship, maybe with yourself or maybe with somebody else, right? I would say you're secretly desiring a satisfied connection, one where you're going to feel very content, one where you're going to feel like a wish has finally come true. Everything you have been longing for in a relationship, maybe with yourself for some of you, but I feel for most of you, it's like a fulfilling relationship you are desiring. One that's all about abundance and a successful relationship. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, whether or not it's you wanting this for yourself, or if this is something that you are desiring secretly with somebody else. You could actually have somebody specifically on your mind. Okay, and that's who you are secretly desiring. This is another message coming through. I feel like for some of you, someone around you is secretly desiring this with you. Okay, so if you are seeing anyone and you are both vibing, there's an ebb and flow and things are just sort of going really slow and casual, I feel like this person has had sort of like a light bulb moment and wants to like pursue you secretly, but they're doing it in a way that doesn't seem like they're doing it. I don't know. You might have a little trickster around you who doesn't want to like put their feelings out there, but they like you, pole 2. I can feel their energy. They're very smitten with you, but they don't know. They're just scared to get hurt. They're around you, but not around you is what I'm hearing. It's weird. So the Empress card in regards to what you could secretly be hating, okay? Look, for some of you, you could secretly hate your mother here, okay? There could be some kind of like relationship breakdown with a mum, and that is what you're secretly hating. For others of you, you could be secretly hating a jilted lover, somebody who tried to control you, who was very overbearing, like their energy was like really intense, and you could be secretly hating that. For some of you, you could be in that energy where, like, you know, you can step into a very controlling and overbearing energy, and this is something that you're secretly hating about yourself, within yourself. Like, you love and nurture somebody so much, it may come across as controlling and overbearing, but it's just because you want the best for them. And maybe you're secretly hating the fact that you love really fucking hard, and maybe you're just learning at this time how to master that energy within you and when you express and share that energy with others, okay? Your secret challenge here with the 7 of Cups, I can kind of feel like for some of you, the challenge could be like the state of confusion you may get into when you start up relationships, right? The challenge here, like a secret challenge that you may face, is you struggle evaluating your options. You may even idolize a partner before you even get to know them. Not idolize, what's the word? Like, yeah, is it like you idolize like you put a person. A secret challenge could be like you put people up on a pedestal before dating other people. Like, you might meet somebody, you initially think, yes, this person ticks all my boxes, and the challenge is that you go and put all your eggs in the one basket and you forget about all of these other potential suitors. And I feel like that's a challenge for you, because when you go and do that, it's like the person that you've done that for then becomes maybe very confused about what they want with you and where they see the relationship going. They might pull their energy back, and you think, well, I could have explored my other options. And then you've gone and cut those options off, if that makes sense. So the challenge here with the 7 of Cups could be the secret challenge here is, I think you idolize people too soon, is what I feel. And you're a person with a lot of options, pile 2. Like, I think you have a selection of potential suitors around you, and the challenge is like, maybe what the challenge or secret challenge is you don't know who to choose at the moment. Or maybe there is somebody in your energy and you're not sure whether or not, you know, they're a good distraction or a negative distraction. So that could be a challenge as well. But exploring other options and dating multiple people are heavily coming through. And so why would that be a secret challenge? Maybe you want to date other people. Maybe you want to see what your other options are, but you are in a connection. Maybe there's a secret challenge here because you're not sure whether or not you're pursuing something with somebody who is in a state of confusion. You don't know whether to, like, you know, be putting the feels out with other suitors as well here. So the challenge here could just be not having enough clarity when you need clarity. Yeah, there is this energy of confusion. Maybe it's like the challenge is like you don't know where you stand. Let me know what that's about. The Knight of Wands as a need. So I'm just want to like think about the motive. So the Knight of Wands comes out for the need position, and the Ace of Wands comes out in the motivation. So this is very strong sexual energy. So I feel like a need for you, pile two, is like a secret need is you want somebody who's going to be like so, obsessed with you and very sexually attracted to you, and they're going to match your sex drive. If that's not resonating, then you want to see sparks. Like a secret need for you when it comes to relationships is that there has to be like fireworks, is what I feel is your secret need. If it's not a fire and exciting romance, you don't want it. Like it secretly needs to be exciting and fun and intense and sort of moves very quickly, right? These people need to pursue very boldly. And if they don't do that, like if people don't like sort of show up in that energy, I feel like that may put you in that state of confusion with that Seven of Cups. But I feel like you kind of will not commit, is what I would have to say. Like the need for you is if people want you to commit to them, the romance needs to be fiery and exciting and passionate, and these people need to be confident and bold in their approach towards you. You don't like to be bored, right? So I think you secretly need a Knight of Wands, sort of like, not to say that you secretly need a fuck boy or a fuck girl, but you need that energy of those sorts of individuals because they're fun to be with. They're fun to like go on adventures with, but at the same time, well, we did have the Seven of Cups, which is about dating multiple people. Maybe for some of you, like the challenge here is that you want to date multiple people, but people only want to just be with you as well. But yeah, you definitely have a need to be in a very fiery and exciting situationship for some of you, or just simply a relationship with somebody with that Knight of Wands. The test here with the Eight of Cups is pretty much a no-brainer for me. I think a secret test for you is knowing when to leave a relationship when you've, got enough information about the relationship is what I feel. I also feel like a secret test for you with the Eight of Cups coming out is knowing when you need a change or a new start instead of staying in connections or situations or experiences or even jobs when you know that it's not fulfilling you. It's not feeding your soul. It's not bringing you joy. It's actually draining your energy. So I feel like a test for you at this time is the Eight of Cups, like knowing when to walk away. And you could be a person that does attract a lot of fuck boys, fuck girls here. So you secretly want that energy because it's fun and exciting, but those people are very non-committal as well. So it's then that Eight of Cups energy. The secret test is picking a fuck boy, picking a fuck girl, and knowing that you need to walk away because they're not going to offer you this long-term relationship if that's what you are looking for, obviously. Eight of Cups as well as the secret test could have something to do with, self-discovery or a spiritual journey or spiritual awakening as well. I see the Judgment in my third eye. So for some of you, a secret test could be something to do with some kind of knowing when you need to embark on a journey for a spiritual awakening because you can't ignore it, So I guess what I mean by that is I've just started on a soul healing sessions with a spiritual healer, and I've never done this before, but I just know I have to do it. And I think, yeah, she costs a lot of money and this is but it's an investment on me and I need to do it. And my first session with her nearly went for 2 hours and I feel better. Just the tools I walked away with from that session has completely helped me. So I feel a secret test here for some of you is something similar on the lines. you need to know when to move towards things that are in your best interest, and you need to know when to move away from things that are like low vibration or depreciating your value. Okay. And then to close out your reading with a secret motivation, I just feel like you are, I get it now. You're secretly motivated by like passion and romance. Like when you've got people interested in you and like wanting to take action towards you romantically, you become more motivated with life, is what I feel. When you don't have people sort of moving towards you, wanting to shoot their shot with you, or you don't have anyone sort of in your DMs, I feel like you are very unmotivated in life. And there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, relying on, I guess, a sense of validation to have a spring in your step, a validation from other people to have a spring in your step is obviously an opportunity there for some kind of healing and a sense of importance to put a focus back on yourself. Because we should naturally just have a spring in our step because we're happy with who we are, what we're working on, like, and our goals. So I have overshared a bit of my own journey. So maybe this whole Eight of Cups, kind of coming back to that Eight of Cups, like going on a self-discovery journey is probably very important for you guys at this time to consider, is what I would suggest. So that is what I've got for you. Let me know if that resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, pile 3, welcome to your reading. So those of you who chose the clones, I will accept life's contradictions and keep an open mind. Okay. I think the clones card came out on another pickacard. All right. Show me your secret desires. 7 of Swords. What are you secretly hating at this time? We have Justice. What is your secret challenge? The Hierophant. What is your secret need? Transformation. Secret test. Setting boundaries and secret motivation. The Tower. Interesting. All right, so the 7 of Swords is something that you are secretly desiring. Look, don't come for me in the comments, but for some of you, you could be secretly desiring like some kind of infidelity, right? Because 7 of Swords is an infidelity card for me. So maybe there is somebody for some of you that is that you are very like lusting over. Maybe this person could already be spoken for in a high level commitment, because the 7 of Swords is a very deceptive energy. It's something about hiding something as well. So you could be secretly desiring okay, I've got it now. So for some of you, yeah, you could be secretly desiring like an affair, okay? For others of you, you could be secretly desiring to learn or to expose, is what I'm hearing. Some kind of deception happening behind the scenes. So some of you could be like PIs. You like to privately investigate on social media is now what I'm getting. So you may secretly desire like exposing people, right? Especially deceptive energies or, situations. Like you secretly desire to reveal the truth about deceptive people. Like you secretly desire catching people red-handed. You secretly desire like watching people receive the consequences for their deceptive, maybe even abusive behavior, because the Justice card is you secretly hate, kind of gives me the impression you secretly hate things, or you secretly hate it when people don't get what they deserve. And that is not just about when people do the wrong thing. I think you could be surrounded by people who are very good people who work really hard and they're really good to their family and their friends, yet life for some of them, keeps knocking them down. So you secretly hate karma at this time for some of you with that Justice card. For others of you, that Justice card could indicate what you are secretly hating at this time. Yeah, I would say you're secretly hating some kind of unfair outcome, and you may not be expressing this or vocalizing this. You may secretly hate when people choose to ignore the truth or make poor judgments. That creates an imbalance within them as well. You may be a person that is very intuitive, and you may be clairaudient, you may be a psychic here, and I feel like you secretly hate it when people don't take your advice. And they basically just walk into a trap, even though that you've told them not to do it. So some of you could be tarot readers here, and that's what you're secretly hating at this time, is that you give advice, yet people still go and make bad decisions. For others of you, you could secretly hate people being treated fairly that should not be being treated fairly. Like, you could also secretly hate how some people can't see people for who they truly are. I think you see things long before other people see things about people, is what I think, pile 3. I think you can predict a person's personality very quickly. And you might say to your friends or your family, like, just don't even waste your time with that person. Like, that person is like ill-intended, has ill intentions, and yet they ignore that advice, and then they go down that path, and then they end up maybe on your doorstep crying. And I think you secretly hate the fact that people ignore reason, people ignore the truth that you tell them, and still make poor choices, or something along the lines of that. So the Hierophant as a challenge, what you've secretly, like a secret challenge for you at this time. For some of you, a secret challenge for you at this time could be the fact of you not conforming to traditional values, morals, belief systems, even marital status as well here. So a challenge for you could be the fact that your secret challenge is you don't want a conservative relationship. For some of you could be a part of the LGBT plus community. So maybe the Hierophant, like your secret challenge for you at the moment, for some of you, is coming out and saying, I don't want to be in, a heterosexual relationship, or the other way around as well. It could be the fact that a challenge for some of you could be in a same-sex relationship and you want to go back to a heterosexual one, something along the lines of that. For others of you, a secret challenge for you with this Hierophant is that you do want to experience a high-level commitment. You do want marriage. You do want that traditional and conservative relationship, yet maybe the person you're investing time and energy in does not want this. And that is your secret challenge. Maybe you're not. Why it's a secret challenge is that maybe you're not telling other people that this person is not wanting the same thing as you, is what I'm hearing. Now, the Death card as a secret need kind of tells me that you secretly need a transformation, whether it's within yourself or in a relationship. Like, this is imperative that you have this transformation. You secretly need it. You need it, for some kind of survival. For others of you, you secretly need a relationship to possibly end in order for it to start a new phase. So kind of coming back to that, last sort of message with the Hierophant, like if you're dealing with anyone who doesn't want to take the relationship to the next level, I feel like what you secretly need to do here, or what you know you secretly need to do, is end the relationship with this person so they come back around. Sometimes just ending a connection with somebody who doesn't want to commit to you or move the connection forward will actually get them to sit in the energy, or it forces them to sit in the energy and go, fuck, I'm about to lose this person. And then it puts them on that path of exploring their feelings. There are a lot of people who, men, I don't want to say men mainly, there are women out there as well, but men and women think very differently. Like we really do. Like men are from Mars and women are from Venus. And that's just the politest and simplest way to explain, like, we do process feelings and thoughts so differently. So whether or not you're dealing with somebody who's not really sure where they want something to go with you or anything like that, I just say, if what you secretly need to do, and you would know this, is to end the relationship in order to start a new phase. And that's just saying, look, well, there's no future, so let's just be friends. You don't have to like blow the friendship up. And allowing a friendship to remain is allowing an opportunity to see if you're even compatible as well. People really should start out as friends. Yeah, there just seems to be this energy with the death card. Like there needs to be a transition to a new experience, right? Maybe what you secretly need with the death card is to, maybe for some of you, secretly need to stop resisting the change or resisting an ending because it's blocking new opportunities. So for some of you, it could be like you secretly need to release this person in order to, or a person or a situation, in order to bring new opportunities towards you. Like a new start in love or a new cycle in love can't start if you haven't released a person or a situation or the idea of where that connection could be heading as well. I truly believe you need to have it released. And yeah, maybe other people don't have that experience. They can kind of move from relationship to relationship, but I don't know how healthy that is, to be honest. Like jumping from relationship to relationship. I've never done that. I've always had fairly large breaks between my relationships. Whether it's like a year or, several years, I've never been lucky enough to jump from one relationship to the next. Not that I think it's about luck, but yeah, I've just never met my suitors like that, I guess. And then, kind of coming back to, I feel like that message could be with the infidelity energy of the Seven of Swords. So just be mindful of that. Like if you're jumping from relationship to relationship and relationships are starting because of infidelity, there is a toxic cycle going on there, because the Tower card has also come out, which is your motivation, which is funny. But the secret test here, is the Seven of Wands, right? So the test here is about setting healthier boundaries, right? Blocking and resisting things that aren't serving your highest good, being more protective of your energy. I also feel like for some of you, a secret test for you is knowing how to fight back and not give in to people's bullshit as well here. For some of you, like that infidelity energy, you may not even know you're the other woman or the other man until like you're head over heels for an individual as well, which is pretty rough. A secret test, Seven of Wands. Because the challenge was the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like The test and the challenge for this pile seems to be correlating. I kind of feel like the test is like not giving in to what you're not desiring, right? So yeah, which kind of makes sense. So if it is the fact that like the test is like not giving in to whatever it is you were desiring. It's not actually the challenge, it's the desire. So maybe what your test is at the moment, if your secret desire here, pile 3, is you would know if this resonate is deemed, would be frowned upon. I would say your secret test at the moment is not giving into those desires. For others of you, it's not giving into the challenges and allowing the challenges to get the better of you and not overcoming them as well. Like standing up for yourself and what you believe in is also something that a secret test. I kind of feel like, yeah, your secret test is about fighting back and fighting for what you truly want. So hypothetically, if you were in like a third party situation here, it's not giving in and not trying to fight for that person. Like if you really believe that person is your soulmate, then you need to like step up and fight for them. Although that's a very unorthodox thing for me to even sit here and say. Everyone is on their own journey, and at the end of the day, people are going to make mistakes. People are going to do the wrong thing in the eyes of others. That doesn't make them the worst person on the planet. At the end of the day, the worst people on the planet are people who go and do, well, look, I'm not going to sit here and harp on about that. But yeah, I feel like the test is like not resisting and not blocking your own happiness, maybe like going after what truly makes you happy, what truly brings you joy, and maybe not like, and being unapologetic about it. Yeah, maybe you are moving towards things that other people would be frowned upon. So the secret test is stop blocking and resisting what it is you're truly desiring. And because you're obviously blocking or resisting it because you care what other people think. And the secret test here for you is stop thinking and caring about other people's thoughts and opinions about what you're secretly desiring. So I feel like I'm pretty happy with that. Now, the Tower as your secret motivation. You may be a person that, is secretly motivated by like surprises and unforeseen changes, I would say here. Like you love not knowing what's around the corner. Like it motivates you. For others of you, like I keep kind of coming back to this infidelity energy, and like the Tower talks about being caught in the act, the same energy as that Seven of Swords. So what your secret desires secretly motivates you. Like I kind of feel like you may like drama, you may like gossip here, like you may like to learn about Susie and Joey and Tina like down the road in like a third party situation. Might not even be the fact you're in the third party situation. For some of you, you get secretly motivated by other people's deceptive behavior or gossip. Okay, so you could be writing to like soap operas like Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless, that sort of stuff. You could be secretly motivated by learning about shocking revelations of yourself or other people. You could like, looking at all the pickacard readings on about gossip on you, that kind of energy, right? For others of you, you could be secretly motivated by, I don't know, kind of maybe even being a little bit self-destructive here. I am hearing just gossip. Like you could be very like, you're secretly motivated by maybe unexpected events that happen that are deemed probably less fortunate experiences. And it could be the fact that what motivates you about that is it probably makes you feel better about your own chaotic experiences. Like it could even be the fact like some of you could have been cheated on, right? Because that's always a cycle, I believe. Like when people are committing infidelity, I feel like the cycle will eventually come back and meet you again. And I've seen it. I've seen it in like a lot of family relationships and even like friends as well. It does eventually come back around for your turn. So yeah, but I'm going to leave it there. Let me know if that resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye.